Alright. What's up, everybody? We're playing some global play today, Switch Sports Golf. I always like to start this video like right as I hop into the lobby, so that we have at least one completely random lobby. Not that I, don't enjoy playing with the people who hop on here, but, the name of it is Battling Random Lobbies. And there is some randomness still to it when people start hopping in, but for now we're playing with a whole bunch of people who have no idea that I'm hopping on. Let's see, it takes a while to fill up lobbies sometimes when it's the middle of the day in the US on a weekday. And, we don't have people trying to hop in. What's up, Baltimore? Welcome back in. Of course, we do also get people like that third name there. That's no good. Alright, we have one person to beat. Definitively. And we'll call this first game a win if we can manage to score more points than them. Okay, we got a full lobby here. I think it always requires a full lobby to start these global play games, so we always end up with 8 people to start. Yeah, crazy names on here. How long have I been on? Maybe like 30 seconds, if that. So not too long at all. Okay, we got one S4, a couple A-rated players, a couple S0 rated players. Wait, Obama's in this game? Bjorg, oh, what's up? This was the completely random first game of the stream. So that's pretty impressive that we managed to join the matchmaking at the exact same time. We got a weird looking hole 10 here. Hole 10 in the mode that I usually play can never have more than 11 mile-an-hour winds. So it's always weird to see these like easier holes of each 9 with like moderate winds. Now I don't have to watch an old stream. What's up, Tony? It's going well. Just started here. Playing some global play today. What do we have to do here? This is a bit of a weird one with, we're a little further up than usual. Let's go, what is this? Level 8 wind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to guess 7. We're slightly closer, so I don't want to go the full 8. And I'm going to guess we'll want to hit it to like that much power. Maybe like right there. Let's try that. This is just an educated guess. We'll see. Oh, that may take a big bounce. Oh, it was on a good line. Just too much power on that one. Weird hole 10 though with that wind, so can't be mad about a miss. We'll just have to tap this up there for a nice birdie straight down that hill. What's up, Landon? No rank today? I've started playing, or with the start of this schedule, I have one ranked stream per week on here. However, I'm working on some things that should make the difficulties of like streaming ranked and having it be followable. Like people join in and they like don't have any idea what's going on. I'm working on some things that should fix that. So maybe we'll throw in an extra ranked stream or stream some ranked more often once it's a little more. I'm working on automating it, like the leaderboards and ranks and stuff like that, because there's a lot of moving parts and there's a lot that, is pre-organized and it's not necessarily like common knowledge what's going on there. So we're working on that. I'm hoping to have that out in the next, hopefully by the next stream actually. Ooh, this is a weird setup here. 33 miles an hour. We got to take a lot of power off this one to make sure that we don't super overhit it. Hopefully that's okay. That should clip. Ooh. Okay, that's probably going to roll out to the rough. And hopefully not OB. Okay, we're in the rough, which is weird, but maybe okay. Can we still use the 3-iron? I think we might be able to, even though it's like, I don't know. I don't know about this one. It's going to the back of the green. Let's use the spoon. We'll aim it to like there, and hopefully this doesn't fly off the back, but even if it does, it should be a pretty straightforward chip. Just don't want to be in the bunker. We just want to make sure we fly the bunker. So let's hit it with like that much power. And that looks pretty good actually. Let's see where that ends up. Oh, it's going to be absolutely perfect. Weird judgment of power there, but it works pretty well. Hello, I hate putting. And Dutchie's back, alright. Not a golfer or golf game enjoyer, but between you and Sensei, this game is very enjoyable to watch. Thank you. You know, for a long time with watching Sensei, I've thought that this is one of the more enjoyable... Like, I'm not much of, like, you know, I don't play a whole lot of games in general, and I'm not, like, the most knowledgeable about, like, well, games, but also more so game content creation. But I had a feeling that this one would be a lot of fun to actually make content for, and it really is. Someone made a nice chip from off the back of the green there. I missed the name, but I can see the player standing there with the fist pump. What's up, Nab? Welcome in. Oh, that was Obama. I thought it might have been, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to call it. So Bjorg with a nice save from off the back of the green. Look at that. We'll be the two people in the lead here. 24 points for both of us. So a battle between me and Obama for first place. We got 3 holes to play. We'll see who comes out on top. I wonder how many viewers don't even play NSS Golf watch the content. I don't know. I've been curious about that too. I'd like to... I don't think we'll ever figure out the actual number because the people who don't play are kind of casually interested. Not like they'd like tell me necessarily, but I am curious about that. Alright, we got a weird hole 17 here. This has been a tougher seed. Let's see if we can handle this one decently. If we roll it off the back, it's not the end of the world. But I do want to try to clip that rough and get a launch up there. Oh, we're going to bounce to a stop, or take just a very slight roll. Okay. That was a tough one. Ended up a little bit too short. I think we'll want to chip this, and it's going to kick to the left weirdly a little bit. Reese has made the birdie. I think I'll just want to chip this to, like, that much power and try to roll it up there that way. Should move a little right, kick back a little left, and that'll be perfect. Alright, we'll make the birdie there. That was my Thanksgiving at Disneyland, if I remember correctly. It was a lot of fun. You know, I hadn't been in a very long time since I was, like, a child. And I was a little, like, is this going to be a good time? And it was. It was kind of fun to... Like, I wouldn't call myself a Disney adult by any means, but it was fun to go there with, like, you know, my family and when we're all adults. I'm one of them who doesn't play, but think it's satisfying to watch. Well, glad to have you here, Luke. Glad it's a satisfying game. Thank you. That was a fun chip. To those saying nice chip. Oh man, did Obama miss that one? What kind of wind do we... Ooh, tougher looking wind on hole 18 here. Is it crosswind or is it diagonal headwind? Yeah, that name is still sticking around. I don't know if they'll make it to next round, but this might be their last hole.
Nice shot.
This is doable wind. We can just put it towards the left side of that fairway, and it should kick sort of back to the middle. Whenever I show my friends any crazy clips, they all appreciate how satisfying it is. Maybe there's a future for spectating NSS Golf. That would be fun if someone could, like... I guess you'd probably have to make a mod or something like that to get, like, a spectator mode, but that would be pretty cool. To be able to have something like that. Because, like, to be spectating games, you have to be playing in them. Which is, you know, good if you're actually making content for it. Oh, get in. Hang on. Oh, that's so close. I thought that might take a little kick to the right off that hill, and it almost had the perfect one. But yeah, if there was, like, some sort of way to be able to spectate the games a little bit better, or, like for example, like the World Cup, like, I can kind of only make videos for my matches because they're the ones that I'm playing in. And if I were, like, in other matches, I'd be sort of in the way. What's up, Dima? And Airy Bomberi. Good to see your viewer counts gradually grow. I actually have my... there was one of my recent streams in the Pro League, someone, like, it was, like, towards the end, and it was getting pretty intense. And someone, like, I have my numbers off just so I'm not like distracted by them. But someone was saying, hey, you have like a couple hundred people here watching, and I was like, ooh, now I'm suddenly nervous. So I think I'll keep my viewer counts off just so I'm not like aware of that while I'm playing the game. So, I mean, if the chat starts really popping, I sort of know, but it is weird to think about. Okay, we got a good round going here. I mean, I'll be at 48 points heading into the last hole, so we can maybe push towards a 60-point game if we get a good final hole here. What's up, Golden Vortex from Canada? We're doing well today. We're off to a good start in this game. Got 2 eagles, 2 birdies. Hasn't been the easiest of seeds, but made a nice one. A nice birdie on 17, a nice eagle there on not the easiest of hole 18s. Got all the live viewer counts going. That tracks though. Like I get like a report at the end with the thing that I have. Like I don't see it live, but I get a report at the end, and that tracks. Let's go for about that shot. We'll spoon it up there. Ooh, thanks for the Prime sub, Nab. I can see that. Alright, I think that's decent. Let's see if I can make a hole-in-one for Nab here. Hang on. Oh, it's just going to miss left. Alright, close one. What do I mean by seeds? Just like the randomization of the holes that we're seeing. So every time you play in this game mode, you get a somewhat random set of holes and conditions, and I kind of encapsulate all of that by just like saying seed, like the randomization seed that you get, because the game does use like a string of characters or something like that to determine what actual holes and wind conditions you're going to see, and that is the seed, is that like randomized string. Have I played Wii Sports Resort Golf? I have not, but I'd like to. I think I'm going to get my hands on a Wii soon. And, hang on. Never mind. I was going to say pause. I'm not even going to go there. To be able to play that. Good game to Obama. Obama with a nice second place finish. Always good to have people in the chat do well. A lot of times when we're playing on the Discord, I think we had a run when we had like people from the Discord joining like 4 games in a row. And in every single game, we had just purely Discord player finals, which was fun. So always good to have people in the chat, hopefully gaining some rank there. In Global, there is a randomization pattern. There is. People are like have it down. I don't have it down. I kind of just get what I get. Like, I never really know exactly what's coming next. Like, sometimes people will get, like, a selection of holes and like, oh, this is guaranteed the hole that you'll see in the finals. That happened last time. Someone's like, you're definitely seeing hole 11 after the seed that you've had so far. And it was true. We got hole 11. So it's not, like, purely randomized, but it is to an extent. I am swinging. It's just, like, I have a way on stream to like, not really look like it so I can keep chatting. Ah, here we go. We got Jacob. I know Jacob. And McJeezy from... I think they're both from the Discord server. We got Obama again, John Daly, and Beef Boss. Okay, word has gotten out. We got Zen here. I saw that Zen was in the chat, though. Maybe Zen spilled the beans that I'm live here. Not that it's a secret.
Here we go.
What's up, Jose? Greetings from Wisconsin, not far from me. We're doing well. We got a nice game. Oh, and thanks for the gifted sub, Nab, and for the Prime sub to Will.
The contestants.
We got Beef Boss, Zen, John Dale. Look at this lobby. We got Jacob at Infinite 3. We got 3 other players at S4. This will be a good competitive one. There is a lot of ELO up for grabs. Yes, this is a full snipe squad going right now. Like I said, the first game, I tend to queue it up before I hit like the start streaming button, so that I get like a completely random lobby, and then quickly it turns into people hopping in the stream, which I definitely welcome, but it's a different experience for sure. We're going to have to play real well now. Let's hit about that shot, I think. And that should not land too far back of the green and zip back nicely. Hang on, is that going to be a make? Oh, that might be a make. Come back. Roll right. Oh, it's just going to be on the left side. That was a good guess. Not much dealing with the lovely weather we have. It is cold. I just got back from the gym for a nice brisk 16-degree walk. That was fun. Can you get in the lobby? There's no, like, definitive way to get in, but the matchmaking is not very hard to time in this game. So if you see that I'm about to click the button and you click it, there's a decent chance we'll get in the same match. However, it seems like there are a lot of people trying to hop in now, so it's going to be chaotic, I guess, to say the least, if we get enough people trying to join at once. Infinity 13 is a crazy rank. Beef, I feel like I've given him a number of shoutouts now, but the reason that his name is Beef74 Boss is because he just recently tied the world record in this game mode with a 74-point game. So that's why he's so highly rated, because he's one of 3 players to ever get that 74-point score. Oh, is there another Jacob? I recognize that Jacob. Are you a different... There's Jacob... Your name on here is like a different Jacob, right? Or is it that? That's got to be this Jacob. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. We got the Jacob I'm thinking of here. Blue Hat Jacob is Jacob, yes. Finally finished my placement matches. I got placed at S5. Couldn't figure out how good that was. That's very good. I mean, to go straight from the blue ranks to say, like, the random letter, like, B through E ranks, straight to S5, that's an extremely solid jump up. How do you get so good? Do you still use the Switch controller? That's the only way to play this game, is with the motion control. I don't think anybody's figured out, or not that I'd want them to, how to, like, play it any other way. It is just purely a motion control game. Can never take the hat off now. Yeah, that's how we identify Jacob from here on out, that blue hat. I've never seen anyone else have that hat in this game. That's Jacob's thing. Okay. 9-iron, I think, is going to be the play. We'll let the wind push it a little left. It should move back, or to the right, I should say. It should move back to the left slightly on the first bounce, and then roll back to the right. It comes out to a lot of not exactly sure. Let's just hit the shot. Let's try about that power. I feel pretty good about this. Let's see if that makes it. Oh, that's good. That's good. All right. I feel a little locked in today. I mean, I've had a couple of those chips where I kind of just had some confidence in the aim and how it was going to move, and it did exactly that. So we'll make a nice eagle there. Did I start on the OG Wii? I didn't. I actually started playing this game consistently, like, on the Switch, like, in this actual game. I mean, I had the Wii and, like, these games as a kid, but never actually played, like, I was, like, maybe less than 10 years old. Like, I never played them for real. There's a nice looking putt from Jacob. That's always a tough one. Thank you. That was a fun chip. It was fun to see that work out the way that I wanted it to on that chip. Were there any other eagles there? Let's see. Doesn't look like it. It's going to be birdies for the rest of the group, and I'll take that 4-point lead. So that's, it's a little weird in this global mode to get that 4-point lead, because it's almost not really fair. Like, if we don't get par 5s or eagleable holes, like, it takes 2 shots to catch back up within 3 holes, which is tough to do with the high lever. Like, this is just, like, not saying me, but it's saying just in general. It's tough to catch up from a 2-shot deficit, even though it's just 4 points. Which, I mean, if it birdies to pars, it's 3 points. So, like, you don't catch back up with 1 shot.
Nice shot.
It's just weird in this game mode how... Oh, I didn't even think that I had to adjust that drive. I did. We're just in the rough, but that's okay. Oh, actually, we're back in the fairway. Weird. Once again, a weird situation to see this much wind on this hole. Not used to it. Let's see if we can just hit a good shot up there, put it close, and make a good birdie. Probably want to hit it with, like, maybe a little more than 2 dots. Is that 2 dots? It is 2 dots. Okay. If anyone makes this would be pretty incredible. Oh, that looks good. Oh, it's going to be a near miss. My guesses are pretty good today. I'm feeling pretty locked in.
Nice one.
What's up, Tamor? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday, everybody. Alright, let's just tap that birdie up there. And this weird hole 1 with 33 mile an hour, the game's maximum amount of wind. This is, to answer your question, Gavin, this is Switch Sports Golf on the Nintendo Switch. Ooh, that one looks good. That one looks real. Oh, it just doesn't move on the green with the... You know, the wind pushes it so far, but then it stops curving when it starts rolling on the green. It's weird that way. Like, the wind effect just kind of dies out. See, a bunch of birdies. That's one of those holes where the eagle is really difficult, but the birdie is not super hard to get because you can kind of putt from anywhere. It's a very flat green. So it's a good thing to see when you're in the lead, but not very fair to the group for trying to catch up. Got 2 holes left, got that 4-point lead. We'll see if we can hold on to it. I do feel like whenever I'm in the lead, it seems like the game always gives you like an eagleable hole, but it's a tough eagle. Kind of on cue, it looks like we have a light wind hole too, which is pretty aceable. But not like super, super aceable. So we may see some people catch up if I don't make this. With this lobby that we have, this is a pretty stacked lobby here. Yeah, 6 miles an hour, right pin. This is like not the easiest ace, but I mean, it's doable. How do we want to adjust this? I'm thinking to like there plus maybe like another half square. Looks pretty good. Actually, yeah, we'll leave it right there. We'll go for about that much power.
Nice shot.
Okay, that's the perfect power, I think. Oh, that's going to move too far right. Unless it takes a big bounce off that front part of the green. Nah, it's going to be too far right. Needed another half square adjustment. So it needed to be 4 squares. I gave it 3.5. From, like, the 0 wind aim, which is 1 square to the right. Not to make it sound super complicated when it really isn't. I was just slightly off. There's an ace. Who just made that? Was that Beef? It's always Beef. Always Beef making those aces. Very nice shot. Beef will be tied with me now.
Nice birdie.
Always use 7 on that one. I like using the 5... Like, the 5 iron seems to spin pretty well. I think a fuller 7 iron is pretty doable. But with headwind, you might have to go for a little more than the 7 iron. I just personally always use the 5 iron. I'm currently playing on Switch 1, so this is the original Joy-Con for the Switch 1. It is also Friday Eve. Alright, so we'll see... Ooh, a 6-person finals. So we have me and Beef tied in first, but because there are 4 people tied in 3rd place, they will all make it to the finals. So this is still anyone's game. It's rare to see a 6-person finals, but here we are. And it's going to be hole 8 with that front right pin. Oh, we lost Obama. I'm sorry, Obama. Lions or Cowboys for TNF tonight? Ooh.
Final round.
That's the all-American matchup. I mean, probably Lions, right? It should be Lions. That's unless they blow it. Do we want to go 3 iron or 5 iron here? Let's go 5. I'm a little more confident in the 5. We'll give it a good amount of power, like 3.7, 3.8 or so. Let's try that.
Nice shot.
Okay, I think that's a good shot. And that's going to move way too far left, actually. But that actually should take a big bounce and roll back, hopefully pretty nicely. And I mean, that's not a bad spot to putt from. That's one of the better angles. Okay, Beef did not make an ace. So if I can make this putt, we should at least tie for first. I mean, it's not a guaranteed putt, but it's not too bad. Okay, that looks good. So it looks like we'll be heading to a closest to pin if Beef can make the birdie, which I think he ended up in a good spot. Has he already made it? He may have. Nav says we lost Obama. That's crazy without context, isn't it? I should be a little more mindful of these things. Oh yes, I don't have a Wii. I only play this on the Switch. It's really the only game that I ever play. Good games to everybody. This was the finals here. Ooh, that's a good looking putt. Oh, that did not deserve to lip out. Who was that who just had the lip out? Jacob. Oh, we have another Jacob, don't we? Stone-faced Jacob is here. And that was for... Is that a quad bogey? Okay, so it looks like we'll be heading to a closest to pin with Beef. He did make the birdie, so we'll each have 54 points. And, you know, Beef at the infinite 13, I believe now, rating is pretty, you know, he's difficult to beat, but you get a lot of rank when you beat him, and you don't lose a lot if you lose to him, so I guess we'll take it. Where are we? I didn't actually see our character. Oh, we're on the very front of this fair. This is a weird shot. Looks like we have some decent wind. Oh, this is brutal. Look at this. How are we supposed to handle this one? I guess a fuller 3-iron, like maybe like that much power. I'll call it like 3.5, maybe slightly more. Weird closest to pin here. I actually want this to kind of bounce past it and just catch... Oh, that's going to be a little bit... Oh, Beef almost made it. However, he got launched down to the bottom of the green. That is a bad break for Beef. Wow. Like, he had a much better shot than me, but because he hit the lip, he went down the hill at a much more extreme angle. And I think I'll take it because of that. That is not very fair. That is a crazy closest to pin. And that's why in the rank league we don't use the closest to pin as a game decider very often, unless of course you make it. Because that kind of thing can happen, and I mean, we had a hard-fought game, and it comes down to just like a lip out that causes that to fly down the hill. Alright, I guess we're back up to Infinite 4. That's cool. But that doesn't feel like a deserved victory. Beef hit a much better shot than me. Good games to everybody. That was a wild one. I thought Beef was going to make it too. I mean, it looked 1 degree off from perfection. We'll see you later, Baltimore. Thanks for hopping in here. That is a strange green for sure. Strange closest to pin too, because like it all comes down to how far you roll down to the bottom of it. Would I rather stop playing this game for a year or lose a pinky finger? I think I'm stopping this game for a year. I hope that would be my choice. Where am I from? I live in Chicago. We'll jump into another game right away here. Sometimes I hop in the Discord for matchmaking, but when I'm on stream, I like to try to keep it a little more fast-paced. I'm going to do a challenge 9 holes, 9 beers, 9 birdies. That would take a while. That's a lot of liquid. And not a lot of... I mean, the gameplay is like maybe a minute to a minute and a half per hole. And then you just have to chug another one. That's a crazy idea. This is almost exactly like Nintendo Sports, like Wii Sports Resort. It actually has the exact 2 courses as the 18-hole course in this game. However, the motion control aspect of it is a lot more precise on the Switch, which is nice. So it's very similar, but I think it's better in that way. All I got for tonight. Have a good stream. Thanks for hopping in, Jacob. Nice to play against you. Good games in that last one. That was a fun, very, very stacked lobby to play against. Oh, was Meow trying to join and didn't get in? Is that Char/Car? It looks like it. There aren't many other Infinite 40 rated players in this game. I think we got Beef again. I kind of lost the matchmaking in my chatting. I'm trying to keep up with the chat. This game does have weird matchmaking. I feel like it just picks and chooses favorites for whatever reason. I've noticed that. Like, trying to join up with specific players sometimes, it just doesn't work, and you get, like, the same people over and over. We do have Car in the chat now. All right. We got Zen back in this game. I don't know if we know that JSSNX name. We do always end up with a couple of players that I'm not familiar with when we're playing like this. Let's see. I probably want to aim this to like there. I'll hit it with some spin just to be safe. Or do we want to roll it up? You know what? Let's go for the roll up. The spin, I feel like, doesn't really have much of a chance of falling. So I'm going to roll it up there. And if we end up a little further away, that's fine on this green. We'll hit it with like that much power. That's going to be a touch short and a touch too far left. But it was a decent guess.
Nice on.
Oh man, Zohan was trying to hop in too. Zohan is in the chat. Oh! Almost accidentally smacked that birdie off the back lip, but whoops, gotta be a little more careful with that. Why can't I spin it a ton? The spin often comes down to, number one, like how quickly you stop the controller for the game to like register like exactly where it stops. But number two, it's where you stop it in relation to like where you hit the button to like set your swing. So if you're setting your if you're hitting the button too far back in your swing, it doesn't matter where if you stop it like at the bottom or something like that. So I always start it like I put my arm a little bit forward and then make sure I stop the swing well behind where I hit the button. Oh, we got MH in here too, my teammate. We got everybody in here right now. And Ravello, all right. The whole ranked league, as is often the case, is here in the chat. Let's go. Is this doable? I think from my T position at least it is. This may be, you know, hole 12 becomes a little T position dependent when you're dealing with global mode. It's a little weird in that way. Yeah, we'll clip OB first, which means that it's almost not doable. And for the back pins, that may be tough. Or for the back T positions, I should say. We do have everybody here right now. This is a stacked chat, stacked lobbies. This is fun. I use my stomach to stop my arm for the spin. I sometimes try something like that, but I've noticed that like if you like hit something, it sometimes really, really jolts and like overpowers your shot. So I try to avoid that. I try to just like keep my arm free personally. But it much like golf, it's a swing your swing game. Like a lot of different things work.
Nice shot.
All right, let's use the spoon, and that looks pretty good. If that actually kicks to the right a little bit, it will. It's not going to be a make, but that'll be a straight uphill putt for a nice eagle here. How do you not move when you play? I actually don't really know. I've just kind of gotten used to to swinging without moving when I'm on stream.
Great eagle.
If you're using one hand, how do you not swing through to not get backspin? I just, you know, jolt it to a stop. Use the shoulder muscles to stop my arm. I stop my swing with my other hand, really? You just, like, clap at the bottom? Oh, no. Car says sold already. Oh, man. Car has made it to the next round. It looks like we have the entire group making it through from the Discord. I do play through my monitor and OBS. I haven't noticed that I have a ton of delay on mine. I mean, I've got a good capture card and a pretty, you know, solid connection, so it works fine for me. This is a weird one, but I think we can use the same strategy as usual. Let's just aim it to like there. Hit the typical roll down and hope that it doesn't fly off the back of the green or something like that. Let's see, is that going to be decent? It's going to be too far to the right, but it'll be on the green. Oh, someone almost made it. That was real close. All I wanted to do was put that within puttable range. All right. Let's make this putt here. If we see any aces, that would be an all-timer. Oh, is Tony on 70 pace in another lobby? That would be pretty cool. That'd be very cool, actually. I wish there was more maps for this game. I'm torn on whether I want more maps or not. Because I do really like how well designed this one course is. And I don't mind playing the same course over and over. Like, I kind of... Maybe I'm in the minority, but I really enjoy, like, having predictability and repeatability to it. But it is also fun to kind of make your best guess sometimes if you don't totally know what's going on. That's a fun aspect of the game as well. Yeah, Obama's in agreement. Personally, I would choose to not add more. I don't think they ever will. I have a high level of confidence that this game will never be touched again, other than just like server updates. And I kind of like it that way. You know, it keeps it consistent forever. Tiger is the Zlatan of golf. I don't follow soccer much, but I think I get that comparison. 70-point game is hard. I don't have one. I'm trying for one, but I don't have one. Unless I can albatross this, I don't think we're going to get one here. We got decent wind, though. I mean, this will push us down nicely to that little ravine in the fairway, and hitting from the lower part allows you to cut it a little closer with that tree. Alright, let's just, hit that little fade under the tree. Don't want to put too much on it, but ooh, definitely more than nothing. I think that's decent. Oh, that's too much. Let's see, is that going to clip the fairway? Oh, it will. How far is it going to roll for me? Oh, it's going to make it onto the green. Someone had a perfect approach there. Can't do a whole lot better than... There's a couple of them. Or was that a putt? Either way, wow. If those were approaches... I know one of them was an approach from the fairway. Wow, Zen has made the eagle. I feel like I kind of have to make this. See, it's going to move a little to the left on me at the start. Kind of straighten out at the end. Let's aim it to like there. I think that's pretty good. We'll have to hit this with a little more than full power. Weird to say, but you get that little red bar. Oh, okay, I'll make the 54-footer. That one feels good to see fall. From the front of the green. Putting is my worst nightmare. I kind of enjoy putting in this game. You know, it took a lot of work to make it consistent, but it's pretty satisfying, you know, 95% of the time now. When you hit one like that, it feels good. Anything big we can expect next week? Always. Next week is the best timeline to be on at all times. A practice... reading Lucas's message, a practice, like, setting of any sort in this game would be fun. You know, the fact that I hate putting doesn't really like putting, you know, that's a little confusing to me. When that micro hits, heavenly. I've really tried my best to avoid it. You know, there are a certain couple of very specific situations where the micro putt still kicks in, and you can kind of tell when it's going to happen, and that there's not a whole lot of, you know, there's not a whole lot you can do about it, but for the most part, this game is pretty good about it. So Zen made the other eagle there. We'll now move on to hole 17 once again. This game loves hole 17. I think we're 3 for 3 on seeing hole 17. New here, how do I get in the same match? It's mostly about timing. There is some, like, matchmaking to this game. But a lot of it just has to do with, like, clicking the button at the same time as me to start the match. Look at this wind. My goodness. So if you can manage to time it right, people have been able to hop in. We've had some fun lobbies of people in the chat. Let's see, let's try that. It should move left a good amount. Now, is it going to make it up onto the green? Barely. Okay, we're going to be on the crest of that hill. Not going to be an easy putt, though. 41 feet. Kind of side hilly. Ooh! Oh my goodness, Beef, what a crazy attempt at the flag shot. That would have been really cool. Beef is one of the goats at the flag shot birdie. Alright, I think the aim to there is okay. Probably want to hit this like 2.5 or so dots. Oh, Zen made the putt. Beautiful putt from Zen. Oh, that's way too... Oh, I sold it. My goodness. I did not mean to hit that full power, and I'm going to be off the green. I meant to hit that 2.5, but that long putt sometimes just doesn't work. That was crazy on that power. Nice win to Zen. Zen with a nice birdie on hole... or eagle on hole 3, and then a long putt birdie on hole 17. Oh, I almost overpowered it again, but we'll make the par.
Nice par.
And I think that'll be a second place finish if I am doing the math in my head right. Because the eagle math is weird when you get an eagle as opposed to a birdie. That's why I'm not the biggest fan of this game mode. Because that math is weird. Like, John Daly and I had the same number of strokes for that match, but I win by a point. Regardless, though, Zen will win. 58 points, very nice. 2 eagles, the rest birdies. Nice match to Zen. I don't think that'll hurt my rating too much. I'll actually turn off my camera real quick so we can see what the effects are for that. Oh! Oh, I forgot that... Not that I forgot, but I forgot about the implications of Char and Beef being in the lobby. So we'll get a good amount of rank, and Zen will get a ton of rank. Oh, the bots in the other lobbies Zohan is dealing with. Evil Wendy. I think we've yet to get Evil Wendy on stream. Recently, though, I've tended to play out of my mind when facing Evil Wendy. To those who don't know, that was Zensational. I forgot to mention that that was a Zensational game for Zen. Congratulations to Zen on that Zensational game. For those who aren't aware of Evil Wendy, there's a little bit of lore associated with this game and the online mode of it. Evil Wendy is perpetually at rank A24 or something like that. Like, I think A24 is where the cutoff is for being demoted to, like, the lower matchmaking. So Evil Wendy has the lowest possible rating, but I think they, like, reverse cloud save so you can back up your rank. And as opposed to trying to make their rank better, Evil Wendy is one of the best players in this game, but they are perpetually smurfing and trying to destroy everyone else's rankings. And nobody definitively knows, I don't think, who Evil Wendy is. But they've been playing this game like since the get-go, and you run into them all the time. So Evil Wendy is always a treat to get, because you know you're going to lose a lot of rank, and you're going to have to really fight to keep it, because Evil Wendy's tough to beat. Do we have anybody in this lobby? I forgot to look while I was talking about Evil Wendy.
Round 1.
Oh, is there a... Are there ads on this thing? Sorry. Oh, is Zohan saying that he's Evil Wendy? I knew it. I knew it all along, Zohan. You couldn't sneak that by me. I didn't want to put that out there, but I always knew. This one is interesting, to say the least, for this hole 2. Back pin, weird pin. Gotta hit it like that much power, I think. Let's see. That looks... Oh. Way overpowered. That's not even going to hold the green, is it? We're going to be on the fringe. I forgot how much power I actually needed for that. I know, everyone is saying that it's SW. But I don't know, SW has a couple of screenshots out there of, like, him and Evil Wendy in the same lobby. Now, could it be like a split screen or like a 2-switch situation? I don't know, but... that's the best that you can do, I think, to try to prove that you're not Evil Wendy. Alright, let's see actually who we have in this lobby. I forgot to look when we started. We got John Daly back, we got Beef Boss back, and I don't think I recognize the other names for the most part. There's one person below my camera who I'm not exactly sure, but I think we have just 2 other people from the Discord here. Not to say that other players can't be good. What's up, Keister? It looks like we have another lobby going that everybody else ended up in. Is everybody else playing in like a different global game right now, like against each other? Ooh, look at this. 33 miles an hour in the face. Weird one on hole 3. This one's going to take some guessing. I think we have to hit... Oh, that's going to go way too far to the left. I thought that would, you know, be more headwind than that. Okay, we're going to end up with a really, really long second and third shot. I think we'll actually have to go left of the trees here. Do we? Yeah, I think that's the safe play, is to go left of them. It's an uphill shot.
Nice shot.
And that should sneak around the tree, and we'll end up just in the fairway. There's not a whole lot you can do with this wind. Hopefully we can get a good look at this one. Ooh, that's a weird pin to see this wind for. I don't exactly know what to do here. There's so little green to work with. It's an uphill shot. I think I'll want to spin it. You know what, let's club up and spin it that way, just so it hopefully doesn't... Oh, wait, did John Daly just made that for an eagle? My goodness, this is like the hardest it gets on hole 3. And John Daly has made the eagle. What a shot there. All right, let's... Moses also made it? Or was that for a bird? Okay, that was a birdie chip. Still a good chip, though. We saw 2 eagles with this wind. I don't even know what I'd say. Yeah, so that'll be decent. And that'll actually glide to a stop perfectly. So that's about the best I thought I could do. And we see a make from John Daly, who has joined the chat. What's up, John Daly? Excellent eagle there. And this is a tough one to even birdie, because, I mean, you don't have a lot of green to work with. If you don't hit a good shot, you end up off the green or with a, you know, a very difficult putt. Treat like hole 10 from here. Oh, from that short fairway, or from the fairway, the weird fairway that you never end up in when you're playing the other game modes. I just took my best guess at it. I knew it was uphill, and I guess I did kind of treat it like hole 10, like similarly uphill with the elevation adjustment. Oh, is Obama trying to get in again? I think, I don't know, maybe I just joined at a time when a lot of other people were hopping in. Because we got a lot of seemingly random matchmaking, unless some of these people who I'm not familiar with are lurking in the chat or something like that. I know John Daly is not. I know John Daly's here. Zohan just hit B+. Congratulations, Zohan. You know, I never thought that Zohan could get to B+ rating in this game. But look at that. He proved me wrong. We need a John Daly cam. That would be fun if I could, like, sneak into other people's replays while I'm on here. The things that this game will never be able to implement. Alright, we've got a fun setup here. I like this setup on hole 7. We can just hit that down, hopefully to a part of the fairway where we don't get a little power glitch. Oh, I'm right in the middle of the stripe, and I feel like that's where the power glitches tend to happen, when you're right in the middle of the stripes. But I think we're okay. Okay. And now we just have to aim this, like, very slightly left. The wind may push this, like, a tiny bit to the right. So maybe I'll do, like, a tiny bit of extra adjustment. But now we just have to hit it with, like, that much power. And try to just fly it down there. Bounce it off the rough, and hopefully have it just glide back and into the cup. That's the goal. Is it going to happen? Oh, I just left it a little bit short. That could have been perfect if I hit it like 5 feet further. When are you and MH going to play World Cup again? Oh, I saw that the scheduling is underway. I'm hoping that we can play tomorrow. It looks like that works for other people, and I forgot to respond, but hopefully we can play the game tomorrow. Oh, okay, I thought Moses made the eagle, but he chipped in from the back of the green. Once again, still a very nice chip. Moses, with the short wedge, is on fire. Have the other groups finished? Yes. So we were waiting for all the other games to finish before we moved on to the bracket play. And that has happened, so we can now get to scheduling bracket play. We should be able to play that game, like, if not tomorrow, then very soon. So it's going to be in the near future. Okay, so Moses with 2 nice chips for birdies is going to remain tied with me for second. John Daly, in this game mode, may be untouchable, 4 points ahead, unless we get a lucky for me type of setup where, you know, the eagle is difficult but doable. Doesn't look like it here on hole 8. Crosswind, front right pin. If you're John Daly, this is kind of what you'll like to see. Very, very difficult ace. Okay birdie, but even if you par, you're not really in trouble. Let's aim it to, like, there. I'm going to try to fix the error I made last time around and adjust it a little more than I did. Let's try the same power, though. Right about to there should be good. That should fly left. Oh, is that going to roll back? I may have done the same exact mistake. I mean, it wasn't necessarily a mistake. It just leaves you with that same exact putt. And I will have the same exact putt pretty much as last time. See, John Daly has just a straight downhill putt. Not much to his, so he can probably sink that for the birdie, no problem. And I'll just hit my little 1 dot plus putt. And that should fall. All right.
Nice birdie.
So we'll make the birdie there on a tougher hole 8. Can't ask for a whole lot better there. So happy to be back on a stream. I love you, Aiden. Well, thanks for being here, Daniel. Should do another random private lob sometime soon. Should we do... Maybe I'll play one more game, and then I'll throw out the private lobby code. Kevin says that's too much power. You know... It is, but I want to, a lot of the time I want to be long here, because if you end up short, you can roll all the way back to that fringe. Like, it doesn't take a whole lot of short powering that one to end up trickling that back all the way to the fringe, because that green almost has like a false front, where if it rolls back too hard, it just keeps rolling and rolling. So I kind of try to leave that one long. How do you spin the ball backwards? On the Switch, like on Switch Sports Golf, you can stop your swing at the bottom instead of following all the way through, and that gives you the backspin. Was there a YouTube rewind? Connor says Aiden was my 3rd most watched YouTuber according to Rewind. I'll have to take a look. I didn't know that came out. I wonder if there's like a creator version of it to see how many people, like each creator was the top person for. Ooh, this is difficult looking. What do we do about this? You know, with that back pin, this may be weirdly tree strat zone. Let's try the tree strat. I just want to put that in the trees and then... Oh, hopefully I don't hit the trunk. That's right in the middle of the tree. That's going to smack the trunk. Okay, that's not ideal. But I actually still think that's okay. We can put it at least around or maybe up and over that little tree. Even if we have to club up to the driver, which we do. Okay, we're 230 yards out. It's a way downhill shot, though. Let's see if we can still roll this all the way down there. Didn't mean to hit the trunk. That was not part of the plan. But let's see if we can salvage this. Full driver, 3 dots. That should be perfect, actually. Hang on. Oh, it takes a big bounce. Oh, that's going to roll down. No way. Is that going to fall? Oh, my goodness. Okay, new strat unlocked, I guess, when you see that sort of wind. That would have been maybe my all-timer shot if that fell. Oh, man. That would have been the most thievery of a game if I managed to pull that off and take the game from John Daly. That was something. I feel like my guesses are pretty perfect today. Yesterday, I couldn't guess for my life, and here we are. You know, I went for the tree strat just because the trees for the iron would be so difficult to, like, number one, get the correct gap for with the drive, and then number two, actually hitting the iron shot wouldn't be easy either. So I thought the tree strat might work pretty well there, and even though I didn't do it perfectly, it still worked. I mean, we'll lose to John Daly, who made a nice eagle on that really, really difficult hole 3. But that'll be... I don't think my rank will move much, so I'm not going to bother with looking at it. That'll be a good game, another second place finish. If I had made that, I may have... I don't even know. I'd clip it and then maybe just give the closest to pin to John Daly, because that was a total... You know, there was some skill to put it close, but to actually make that would have been the most lucky shot of all time. I was about to mention that not pioneered tree strat, but not that tree strat. You know, I have gone for the tree, like that tree strat a couple of times. For that, like, back... I guess kind of back middle pin, because the green rolls down really nicely. Like, if you just hit it a little harder, it just continues in that direction from the usual tree strat, like, zone. For that pin specifically. Alright, like I said, we'll play one more, and then perhaps I'll throw out just like a private lobby code for a quick 9-hole match, a casual. So we'll do that. That seems to be a fun way to end these streams. We got Moses again. Is Moses in the chat? We also have Big Mace again, who was in the last game. Moses had some nice chips in that last one. Do we have John? Is that John Daly below my... No, it's not. It's Kid Sketchy. Whoops. Oh, we got Dima this time around. All right, I know Dima. Obama is with Daly and Zen. It doesn't seem like people are having an easy time getting into my lobbies, even though they're trying.
Here we go.
All right. How have we done? I think we have 2 second place finishes and 2 wins, I think. I think we started with 2 wins and then had 2 second place finishes. Oh, Neve got Beef Boss. So everybody's all split up. We have like 3 different lobbies going. We already lost 1 person. So we have a 7-person lobby here. Oh, was it Dima? I don't see Dima anymore. But I mean, we've got a good lobby here. A bunch of S-rated players. Moses and Mace are in the server. Oh, okay. I don't think I've ever played with them before, so that's fun to know that they're in there. Let's hit an adjusted drive out to the right there, just because, you know, with strong enough crosswind, I ditch my 0 adjustment drive strategy. We're just going to guess the power on this one. Dima gone but never forgotten. What do we have to do here? Fuller 9-iron. What level is this wind? 7? So we'll do... That would be 4. That would be 6, and that would be 7 or so. Kind of a guess around there. Let's try that. You know what? Slightly less. That looks, just visually looks like too much. We'll give that a shot and see how that turns out. A little more than... Oh, that's too much power. Let's back off. Right about there is what I wanted to do. That's going to kick left, actually, off that front part of the green. So not a great shot. My initial adjustment, even though it looked like too much, may have been what I needed. Oh, so everyone's still on that loading screen situation. I feel like when there's too many people matchmaking at once, and by too many in this game, I mean like 20. It seems like the servers just aren't built for that, and it just doesn't work. Like, I know when Sensei plays global and everyone's trying to hop in, like, half the people don't even get past the loading screen. What's the math on wind and boxes on the green? It really depends on the exact situation. I feel like I've played this game enough where it's like for example, like 10th hole, that one, and like right to left wind, I have a decent idea of how much I need to adjust per like level of wind. When I say level, I mean the game uses meter, like 1 meter per second increments for the wind. So even though it's showing at miles an hour in my thing, like that was, what was that? 15 mile an hour crosswind. That's actually 7 meters per second in reality, in how the game calculates the wind. I don't know. I use my guess as a good starting point. It's never perfect. I shouldn't say never. It is rarely perfect, but it's a good starting point, and it usually puts me at least close to the hole. But I guess that does kind of work for like similar elevation changes. So like 10 is an uphill shot from the fairway. So like a slightly uphill shot is going to behave kind of the same way. It's just that you get that shot pretty much all the time on hole 10. Let's see. Let's try to adjust this to like there. We'll try that. Spoon with about that much power. Actually, I think that's too much. Let's move it back a touch. Yeah, to there looks better. We'll hit it with just the top of that third dot. Oh no, did I say the numbers? I didn't mean to say the numbers if I did say the numbers. Those two numbers. I know a lot of being successful on YouTube is finding a niche, but do you think how you've done at finding a niche? Do you think there's room for more content creators? Absolutely. This game, like, as far as games go, like, this game is such a nice mix of, like, casual and satisfying versus, like, can be competitive and intense. It's just a very fun game to play and to make things for, and I feel like it's fun to watch, so I had fun watching it, and I thought it would be fun to make content for, and it's worked out seemingly both ways. Shouldn't say never perfect. I mean, sometimes I make the shots. Sometimes I do the math and the shot goes in, so that's why I said that it's not never perfect. Sometimes it works. Okay, so we've made one eagle. We can ace this and get an albatross chance. I mean, the 70 is still always on the board unless you get that second birdie. Okay, never mind. This is a tough condition. 17 miles an hour. Wind pushing kind of forward. Let's try that adjustment. A little over 3 dots of power. And let's see. Yeah, it's not going to be a make. That's going to be a little short. But that'll be fine. Don't want to do anything too wild. Because this, you know, if you miss this green, you're kind of in trouble. So we'll make sure we just put it in the safe putting zone. Alright. Anyone wants to be part of the ranking table in my community post? I have something. Ooh. I'll have to take a look. I am frequently perfect. I don't know about frequently. Like, once every... Like, I feel like when you're playing against people, like, your perception of how often people are making shots, especially in fuller lobbies, is kind of skewed. Like, I don't make shots super frequently. Like, if I make one in a game, like, that's usually the difference. Like, one, like, tougher hole out. Because, like, some are pretty automatic. Like, kind of situations, like pin/wind combos, especially if it's, like, really light wind or no wind, that people have kind of figured out. But to, like, make a lucky shot doesn't happen as frequently as I think people think it does in some of these lobbies. Like, if you make a lucky hole-out eagle, usually you're kind of alone doing it, even though there's 7 other people playing. Not always the case, though. It feels like in ranked recently, people have started making everything. Like, when we were playing yesterday with Stampy, and he made, like, 5 difficult hole-outs in a row, that was unbelievable. I don't even know what to say. I saw a 16 live. I don't think I'd ever played against a 16 under par through 9 live. But he pulled it off. And it was not an easy one to do so. That may be the toughest 16 under par you could get. I mean, a lot of, like, yellow winds, a lot of tougher holes that he was making shots on. Unless you're Rick. Of course, Rick is making 16s every single day. But that's Rick. That's a whole... That's a whole different scenario. Let's see, this one's going to move a ton. Even though it's protected by that bunker, it's going to be curling so far to the right by the end that I think we can just aim it out to, like, there. And that's fine. We'll hit it with, like, that much power. And that should just hopefully find somewhere on the green to end up. That looks quite good, actually, if that takes a... Ooh, that's going to bounce just sideways. It doesn't even make it all the way there. That's tough. Okay. Looks like Moses is putting for an eagle. Wow, nice putt there. I have to chip for mine. I mean, I maybe could putt this, but I don't know how this fairway moves. And it would be risky. So let's go for the chip. Maybe like a half dot or so of power. I feel like this adjustment looks decent. Let's see if that rolls down. Oh, it's not going to. That moves so far for such a short chip. That was a difficult one. That was hard. I thought I hit that with enough power to make it onto the green, and, you know, sometimes your read and your guess is not perfect. I mean, I think had one... I think that was my only, like, makeable, or pretty makeable shot that I guessed wrong on, so... To have that once in 4 games or 5 games or however many it's been is okay. We'll be okay. I mean, that'll put me probably in unreachable range from Moses, who made that eagle. It's so tough in this game mode to come back. Like, if you drop a shot, especially if you drop an eagle, it is so difficult to make that up. With 1 hole to play, probably not doable. Unless, of course, we see... I don't even know what we could see in this final hole to be an eagle chance. Remember when Rick got a chip in Albion 14? Which time? Which instance? Is Zen popping off in the other lobby? He says he is. Okay, I mean, this is a difficult one, but I don't know about making up 2-hole shots. We'll put this out there. I mean, we'll give it a chance. Maybe like that much power. And hopefully we don't, you know, end up in a ton of trouble. That's not going to make it all the way to the water. And we should be able to carry with the spoon. You know, it's okay. Let's see. We just have to aim this out to the right a good amount. Club up to the spoon. Probably hit it pretty full powered. Yeah, that's what I'm going to guess. We want to put this past the pin because it's a nearly impossible putt if you end up short of it. So I'm going to try to bounce this over and hopefully not fly all the way off the back of the green. That's going to be the goal here. We'll hit it nearly full powered. That should make it up there okay. And I mean, that'll kick, oh, off the fringe, and that's going to launch. That is so unfortunate. Oh, it feels like whenever there's a chance of clipping the fringe, regardless of how small of a target it is and how far away it is, like that was just a complete guess on the power. You're going to clip the fringe. Oh, man. Fringe launch to end it. Moses is going to make that birdie anyway. I mean, that's a great hole. Oh, wait, that was a par. Not that I could have made it up, but... Ooh, Kid Sketchy made it. So now I'm battling here. We've seen birdies from the people I'm tied with. This has been one of those games where you just end up with in unfortunate spots. Kind of just, you know... I mean, I missed the shot on 14. I had to hit it further, but this is one that I don't think I deserved being all the way back here. But that happens sometimes in this game. See if we can chip that up. Is that going to roll? Oh, all right. We'll save the chip from the back of the green. Okay. Chaotic game there, but it ends up being okay. Have I ever tried the no practice swing challenge? I don't think so. I tend to try to make the lowest scores in like typical game mode play. Like I don't really play like any of the arcade modes or anything like that. I kind of just try to play the game as is. Thank you. That was a fun chip. Good to see that one fall. That probably saved me a lot of rank too. Let's see. I'm gonna lose a bunch. Yeah. So tying for second at the Infinite 4 rating does not gain you rank at all. You lose quite a bit, but Good games to everybody. I mean, that was a tough seed. We saw a 55-pointer to win it and a 54-pointer to tie for second, so there's a lot of good play. I mean, we saw hole 14 and hole 12, but 14 was very difficult, so the nice eagle on 14 secured the win for Moses. And then, you know, birdies on the rest of the holes for everybody else was pretty solid. I'll do the gifts situation here, and I'll let you know that I'm going to throw a code on the board soon so we can get a random 9 going with just people from the chat. I've been playing for an hour. I know that I've been playing for an hour. I have a timer on here. Let's see. Let's go to the Play with Friends mode. And I will make a new room. And I'm going to hide. I'm going to go to a different scene on my thing. Let's do this. Let me go to just my pure camera. And then I got to open that. Get the code ready. Let's see. All right. Code reveal coming in 3. Actually, hang on. Let me do this. Got to create the room first so it's not just a massive situation. Okay. Code is up and it's coming in 3, 2, 1. There's the code. Hop in if you want to play. We're going to play a random 9 here. Oh, Kid Sketchy is in the chat now. All right. I like the name. Aiden, teach me your ways. That's what I try to do on here. Let's see. Oh, we have 3 people in here. Let's watch it fill up. We got Obama has made it /Bjorg. We got Beef Boss. Is that Char with the other characters? That's my guess. I'm not exactly sure. We got Neve. We got Zen. Who else has joined? Tony has joined. And that'll be the lobby. MH says code. Send code, please. Need code. All right. I look like I am those 2 numbers. Not gonna say it. 9 holes, random, full lobby. Don't even have to worry about the bot setting. Let's play this thing. Let's see what we get. Oh no, Zohan typed it wrong. I am 7'6". That is accurate. These ceilings are actually 12 feet tall.
Let's go.
Am I standing? I am. Actually, I stand here wearing like puffy slides so my feet don't get sore while I'm on here for like 2 hours. That's how I play this game. All right. We got a full lobby of people from the chat. We've got an interesting looking seed. We've got hole 19 and hole 6 on it. So, and hole 9. Hole 9 can be tougher, and it looks like it's not the easiest here with this wind. Let's play a fun, casual game. If we recall the last time that we did this, Leo went off on the final 2 holes to take the victory. I think it was it an Albatross Eagle finish from Leo to, I think heading into this, to the 8th hole, I had a 1-shot lead, or something like that, and Leo ended up with a 1-shot victory. So, it was pretty fun and pretty chaotic the first time we did this. Let's see if we end up with a similar type of situation here. Okay, I was able to just sneak under those trees with the driver. Didn't have to use the hook strategy at all. Tips for chipping. Ooh, I don't know. I mean, a lot of it is just like, there's not a lot of technicality to chipping. A lot of it is just like visualization and then just trying to replicate what you're seeing in your mind with what actually happens. And it's just getting used to how the chipping works. It's not the easiest thing in this game, but I don't exactly know. I feel like it is kind of just like a feel thing, as a kind of like putting, as opposed to some of the shots that are more so like technical. This is a tough one here. I don't know if I want to bounce this up or if I want to use a backspin. I think I'll bounce it up. Let's see. I feel like I hit the fringe every single time, so let's try to avoid that. That should hit the fairway first and end up just a little ways by. Ooh, that's still kind of difficult.
Nice on.
This putt, if we recall back to yesterday's stream, is so incredibly difficult. It's just so hard to read this one. I think it's going to move a good amount to the left like that. How did I miss? I missed this one last time. Let's see if I can try to fix the miss. Okay, that looks good. Whew, we'll make that really, really tough putt. It's kind of like on a mound that curves all different sorts of ways. Like it's not a consistent slope on the back of that green. There's a nice putt there. Yeah, I tried to go for the zero spin. And I mean, with that wind, I hit that about as short as I could without being super close to the bunker, and it still ends up a decent ways by. But if you spin it, you end up like way below the hole, because the slope is so strongly back to front that it just keeps the ball rolling backwards a long way. Would I ever do a wager? I don't know. I feel like this game is like cheatable enough that I wouldn't want to put like money on it or anything like that. Like that opens the door for a whole range of bad outcomes. And like even if you could guarantee no cheating, like I like just the casual aspect of this game. Okay, I think that's a decent shot. That's going to be too far though. Yeah, with that wind, that's going to be a little bit too much juice on that one. It'll roll back, but not be a make. Needed to take just a touch off that one. I feel like it's easier to putt from down below on 9. I'd agree, but I feel like when you end up down below, you end up like 30 feet away. So it's just a difficult putt. Or a difficult pin position, especially with that sort of crosswind in general. Now, if it's like left to right crosswind, you can use more of the green and like bounce it shorter, because the bunker kind of angles up that way. So you can, you know, if the wind's going that way, you have to carry the bunker like up here. I don't even know why I'm trying to do this. You have to carry the bunker like on that angle, but if the wind's going that way, you have to carry the bunker on that angle. So you have more room to work with if the wind's going the other way. That's just a difficult setup on hole 9 in general. Did we see any aces there? I was too busy trying to use my Joy-Con in my hand. Doesn't look like it. So we'll see 2 pars, and we'll have a 4-way tie for first place here. It'll be... I'm not exactly sure who that is. Tie with me in second with the other characters I'm not familiar with. And then... actually didn't get a good look at the leaderboard. We'll check it out next time. We got hole 19 and a tough one. We got some difficult-looking wind. Not too bad of a pin, though. That pin is fine. Let's use the spoon. We'll hit it down to like there. With a little more power than last time. I think we can hit it slightly further and be safe. That looks like a pretty ideal shot. And I think we should be able to use the spoon to go up and over from this distance. We shouldn't have to cut it super, super close to the tree. Let's see, though. It's always tough to tell. Yeah, wind in the face. Let's try that. Probably about the same power as last time, just to be safe. I think it'll not fly quite as far with this slightly stronger wind. Oh, don't hit the fringe again. Oh, it hits the fringe again and launches again. 2 in a row? Oh, that's just not nice. That is not nice at all. I feel like that happens every time. I just can't not hit the fringe in these scenarios. Oh, that's brutal. That was so good. If that lands a foot shorter or a foot longer, that just bounces up there nicely. The fringe in this game is wonky. There's no other way to put it. It reacts so differently than the green and so differently than the fairway. It doesn't just lose the spin, but it bounces like super far forward. And now my putter's acting weird. I gotta put the controller down and let it recalibrate. I'm only getting like 2 dots, even though I'm swinging my arm all the way back and forth. Oh, that was so perfect, and just the result is not there when you hit the fringe. It like trampolines the ball forward, and you get that weird launch roll. Why is my putter still doing that? I'm sorry this is going to take an extra minute, but I can't get more than 2 dots on my putter right now. So we'll set the controller down for a good 10 seconds or so. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be stalling. Let's see if my putter works. It's just not working. That's so strange. Like, I can't get it to do more power than that. Like, I'm swinging my arm all the way. Okay, there we go. Weird. Oh, that's... I knew that was going to happen. There's not much you can do when the putter's acting weird. I feel like sometimes you just end up on a weird spot on the green, and it just doesn't give you any sort of repeatable power. So now we're going to have a difficult par putt. Oh, what an absolute tragedy of a hole. I played that like 1 degree from perfection, and it's just not... Okay, why is the putter not working? Is my controller, like, uncalibrated or something? I can't get it, like, to give me the proper power. Oh, please go in. That was lucky.
Nice par.
I don't know. Alright, we'll make a par. 2 birdies, though. So Zen and Tony with some nice birdies. I had to battle through my putter to try to make that par. Ends up working out, though. I feel like that was a really, really lucky make because I could not get my putter to work right on that green. Ooh, 0 wind. Hole 14. I think so. Hopefully it's not a controller issue in general. Alright, that shot felt normal and good. Let's try to do that. Okay, so the full shot's okay. Nothing wrong there. We can just put that nicely in the tree gap. Okay. Perhaps an opportunity here. If we club up, zoom in, and aim it to like there, I think. Roughly. Gotta hit it with like... Oh, Beef made it. Beef is on fire. I feel like every time there's a possibility for a nice hole out, Beef makes it. Let's see if I can match it. That should kick and roll back. Oh, and I'll lip it. Oh, that was so close. Hopefully the putter works this time around. But nice shot to Beef, who... Was Beef in the lead? I lost the leaderboard last time. Or I lost track of it. Okay, putter worked fine there. It feels like I'm making excuses, but when you're doing the usual thing... Oh, that's a tough lip launch. Who did that just happen to? Tony. Oh, man. And a pin smack. Is that going to be a make? Oh, wow. A whole bunch of different types of bad breaks there. I think people do play this game sitting. I don't know how, but I've tried a couple times. Even like putting, I can't seem to do it. Nice save, Tony. Very nice chip there for that eagle save. Sitting is the move. If I could figure out how to make it happen and like be comfortable playing this game, that'd be nice. Big fan from Thailand. Thank you for joining here. Oh, so Beef was 1 shot back of me, so Beef will now join the second place group. So Tony will have the solo lead at 5 under. And we'll be chasing him. We got 3 of us 1 shot back. We got 1, 4, 13, 12, and 6. So a fairly straightforward end to this match. 4 can be wonky, 6 can be wonky, but pretty straightforward looking holes to end this thing.
Nice shot.
Let's see. This back right pin with light wind is okay. It's a tough make, though. This is not by any means an easy eagle. Are we going to see people go for the driver strategy? I think so. I think that's going to be what people are doing here. Let's aim this to there. I think that's good. Club back down. Use the 9. Hit it with like that much power. Let's see.
Nice shot.
Okay, that looks like it's pretty good to start. Hang on, is that going to move to the right enough? Oh, it's just going to miss. I feel like I'm always just like a foot off on those back pins. Oh, Neve made it. Very nice shot there. Let's see if we see any other eagles here. I mean, I was saying that it's a tough eagle, but it's doable. We already saw one. will we see any others? Is anyone else still in the fairway? Doesn't look like it. So maybe just the one eagle for Neve, unless I missed one. To answer your question, Xanthus. I like the name. I do swing with one hand. Oh, wait, Beef made it. Beef made it and Neve made it. So Beef made it. I think I didn't see it, but very nice shot to Beef. And to Neve. Alright, here's our hole 4, and it's that weird back right pin. It looks like some stronger wind. Oh, only 9 miles an hour. Not too bad. In the face. So there's the starting point. Let's aim it to 1, 2, 3, 4 squares over, roughly. I don't know if that's exact. Maybe we'll do a slight amount extra. That looks pretty good. I'll club up to the spoon and use that roll-up strategy. So like midway through that third dot should be pretty good for the power, I think. Yeah, right about there is exactly what I wanted. Over-adjusted. It's not going to move very far to the left. But it's a fine birdie. You know, when you miss that one, unless you launch, which is possible with tailwind, you end up with a pretty good putt. Oh, did Tony just miss that? I feel like sometimes I lose track of what everyone else is doing when I'm, you know, yapping away on here. Oh, there's Tony's shot. My goodness, Tony nearly took a 2-shot lead. That is so close. Hang on. Wow. That's unbelievable. Oh, man. Looks like we'll see birdies from every... Whoa, ow, what did I just do? My watch just dug into my arm. Alright, looks like we'll see birdies from everybody there. So no movement on the leaderboard. We just got 3 holes left to play. 3 holes left in this stream. Tony and Beef are duking it out in the top spot. We'll see if I can claw my way back. We got some people tied with me too, so it's a pretty tight and intense game here. Let's see who pulls it off in the end. Alright, hole 13. Ooh, middle pin. Diagonal wind. What do we do about this? I think spoon and, like, that much power is the play. Let's see. Oh, that's too much. Hang on. Did Tony make it? I saw that he got to hit the flag. And then I hit my shot. Oh, get there. Hang on. Get up there. That's going to be short and left. But not a bad birdie leave. That's all you want there. Unless, of course, we see some makes, which we may. Alright, doesn't look like we've seen any aces yet. That's not the easiest one. Are these ranked matches? This one's not. This one's just for fun, for viewers of the stream. So I sent out just a random code for anybody to hop in. It was just first come, first get to play. This lobby does require a bit of awareness. We got some good players in here. I mean, people always ask about Tony. Everyone's looking for Tony. We got Tony now. Actually, Tony's in the chat on one of the platforms, which is fun. So we got Tony and Beef still maintaining that lead, unless, of course, I missed an ace, which I am prone to do. Okay. Birdies for most of the group. No movement for the 1s and 3s. So me and Zen will still be one shot back of Beef and Tony. We still have just... Let's see. I've lost track of the number of holes. Okay, 2 holes left to play. But 2 interesting ones. 12 with some lighter looking wind. 4 miles an hour, not bad here. And that weird back pin. And then 6 can always be chaotic. So we'll see if we can walk away with an eagle at least here on 12. I mean, this one is fairly albatrossable, but it's not the easiest. And it's risky to go too hard for it because the pin is so far towards the back of the green. Let's see, we'll aim it to there. I mean, we'll fly it up there and give it a chance, but don't want to be super, super aggressive. I think that's decent. That should make it onto the green for the first bounce. Oh, it's just a little too far right. That does kick back to the right. Hopefully it holds the green. It barely will. Oh, did Beef just make the albatross? Beef may have just secured the game from at least the third place group, and he did. Albatross for Beef, very nice. Beef continues to be on fire. We got flamin' hot Beef in this game here. And I feel like, as is often the case, he's always flamin' hot. Zen made a chip, but was that for an eagle save? I thought I saw someone chip. Another, okay, 2 chips from Neve and from Zen for eagles from just off that fringe. Beef is going off. Where is Tony? Has Tony already finished? Looks like it. I can't find him, so I assume he has already holed out. So Beef with an albatross will now actually take a 2-shot lead. So Tony with a birdie will join the rest of us at second place. So Zen, myself, and Tony will be 2 shots behind Beef heading into this final hole. Hole 6. We can't get the same sort of chaotic situation that we had in that last global game where I went for the weird tree strat and it worked beautifully. So we'll end up with a more standard shot here. Do we want to still go for the tree strat? I think so. I mean, it's the safest way to make the birdie. Not necessarily the best way to make the eagle, but with this tougher wind, the eagle is functionally, not always out of the question, but extremely difficult to make. So we'll just go for the more makeable birdie strat here. 20 miles an hour in the face is not easy, but, you know, when you're using the driver, it kind of flies pretty straight and low. So we can just give this a good guess on the power. That looks pretty decent, actually. That should kick to the right a little. It's not going to make it all the way down through this wind, but that'll be a very straightforward putt, just kind of straight up over that mound. And that'll be a good way to finish this game. I don't think we were catching Beef with that hole 6 that we got. Beef has already made the birdie, secured the game. Even if there are eagles, no one can catch him. So great game to Beef, taking that at least 2-shot victory. I'll send mine up there for the birdie to maybe secure my second place. Oh, that was a really, really close call from somebody. It looks like... Oh, did Tony... Was that a putt from Tony, or was that a lip out for the eagle? Okay, it looks like that was a putt. We'll see Zen in the fight for second with a longer putt that looks really good. Wow, what a putt from Zen. 2 chip-ins, too. So, I mean, this was a pretty stacked lobby. And we got a lot of good players from the Discord in here. Zen with a very nice long putt. 2 chip-ins. You know, Beef kind of secured that game with a couple of really nice holeouts, but there's been some good play from some others as well. A lot of chip-ins in this game, a lot of nice saves in some tougher situations. Not an easy seed. So Beef with a nice -12 will take the victory. I'll be one place back with Zen, tied at 10 under. A couple others at 9 under. But a good game to everybody. You know, it's always fun to play these kind of casual 9-hole matches for fun at the end of these streams. So thanks to everybody who hopped in these games. Thanks to everybody else who was watching here. Appreciate having you all. I hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow. I think I'll be playing my Pro League game tomorrow evening, US Central Time. So maybe about 6 hours after this current time in the day tomorrow. But I think I'll be back on like midday around the same time tomorrow. Once again, thanks everybody for hopping in. Appreciate these games. Had a good couple of global games, a couple of weird shots, but some nice recoveries as well. We'll catch you all in the next stream.